Good morning. Well, it's lunchtime almost, but it's close. Still morning, I think, technically. I'm up at Big Pat's Creek in the Yarra Ranges. I'm going to do the walk into history over the next couple of days. This is a one-way walk from Warburton to Powtown, or outskirts of Warburton to kind of Powtown. Follows sections of the Upper Yarra Trail and tramways and a few other odds and ends. So yeah, Sam's just dropped me off. She's on holiday, so I've got the opportunity to do a car shuffle. So my car's around at Powtown. I just got to walk there now. So today I'm basically climbing all the way. I think I camp at New Arter Mill, something like that anyway. I'll spin the camera around. I'm just leaving this road. I just started down near that intersection there. I'll spin the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. I'm just about to head bush. All right, I'm off. This walk won't feature many huge long distance views. Pretty much in this kind of, I suppose it's wet temperate forest for the whole distance. It's pretty nice though. From memory, a lot of mountain ash, ferny gullies. It is particularly leechy though, so we'll see how that goes. I've got my, I'm wearing dirty girls, but I've got my canvas gaiters if things get a little bit out of control. Can be a bit scrubby in spots too, this walk, so it's another thing. I've done the whole walk once before, and I've done numerous sections of it as loop walks over the years. Alright, I'll stop waffling on and get on with walking, I think. So there are some good facilities on this walk. I'm only about 1 kilometre in. I'm not sure if this is an official camp or not, but people are obviously using it for that. There's a toilet up the hill there. There's water in the creek over here, or Big Pat's Creek. Picnic table. Everything you could want. So there's a lot of these fallen log bridges on this walk, from memory. Got a blue sky. It's been pretty hot in Melbourne. It's been in the 30s for best part of the last week. But today's low 20s, so it's perfect for walking. Tomorrow's meant to be similar, low 20s, maybe a degree warmer. And there's a very, very slim chance of a little bit of a rain this morning, but then it's pretty good for the rest of the walk, allegedly. So after Europeans arrived 250 odd years ago, this area of the mountains around Melbourne was timber harvesting. Well, it's still timber harvesting in a lot of spots, but obviously not here. But you don't have to go far to see logging still. But so what I'm doing is I'm following, a lot of this track follows the old timber harvesting history of the area. So I passed a lot of old mills, sawmills, and obviously I'm walking on an old tramway here because I'm going for a cutting. And there's some old decrepit trestle bridge rust kind of rotting away in the jungle. Tonight's camp's got a bit of at one of the old mills. It's normally, last time I was there, had a boiler and a few other things kind of slowly being reclaimed by the trees and the bush. So yeah, plenty of old timber getting history, harvesting history around here. So I'm climbing fairly steadily but gently at the same time up towards Starling Gap picnic area now, I think it's called. It's a beautiful graded climb though, so far. There's the first copperhead. We just, there he goes. Just stumbled upon him. He was lying in the middle of the track. He's not too worried about me though. So it's fairly overcast. There's only a week's sun. What I've got to be careful of is when I get to these sunny bits, that's where the snakes will be kind of sitting today to warm up a bit. So while I'm in the shade, I'm not really keeping an eye out too much. But as soon as I hit these bits of bright sunlight, I start checking out every bit of bark and thinking it's a snake. Which makes you wonder why I'm looking at the camera and not where my feet are going, really, doesn't it? Time to put the camera away, I think. It's another of these cuttings I was talking about from the old tramway days. Fairly Jurassic through here. It always surprises me the amount of walking infrastructure on this walk. It's a state park. It's not a national park. But yeah, some great like bridges and boardwalks. Camp tonight, from what I remember, is pretty good too. It's the kind of thing you normally associate with national parks. I think I'm probably only a kilometre away from Starling Gap now. It'll be time for lunch, I reckon, when I get there though. I'm a little bit hungry. Disappears straight underground there. So that thing that looks like a rock, a huge rock, is actually sawdust. That's left over from, I think it's Porter's Mill. Back in the day. Everything else, I think, has been reclaimed by the forest, but the sawdust heap remains. It's a wonder it hasn't caught fire at some stage and started smouldering. So this is Starling Gap. You can camp here. They've put camping platforms in since I was here last. There's a toilet I've just swung past. There's a little shelter. Someone's here for the night. I've got about 7 k's to go, I think. But yeah, this one, keep in mind you can drive to this one, so it can get busy, particularly on weekends and holidays. All right, on my way. I think it may be Ada number 2 mill site that I'm going to, but I'm not real sure. I know where it is, I just don't know the name of it. I will have a look at a map at some stage. All right, now I've done the climbing for the day now. I'm on a fairly level tramway, all the rest of it. This is so nice walking through here. There's been a few trees down, but nothing too aggravating yet. It is a old mountain ash that must have survived the loggers back in the day. It's huge. So these gullies were spanned by trestle bridges back in the logging days. But the trestle bridges have been reclaimed by nature, fire and floods over the years. Every now and then you'll see there's the remains of a few kind of uprights. You can see a few old bolts. These gullies are so beautiful, peaceful. So it had to happen, I guess. I'm into the tree fall zone. Some of them are in the zone of aggravation where you can't get under them, you can't get over them. That hasn't been too bad. It does slow things down a bit though. Alright, this is one of my favourites. I'm going to have to crawl under it, I think. So that's the third one. Me and him did a bit of a dance. They've all been copperheads so far, thankfully. We got very close to each other though. So this guy's a little bit more serious. He's a tiger snake. And he's not moving. Yet. Yeah, he definitely didn't want to move. All right, I'm leaving this tramway I've been following. at this crossroads. So it's a fairly major one, this one. I'm heading towards Ada number 2 campsite. I think it's down on the Ada River, but I may be wrong on the Ada River bit. New Ada Mill's up there. I think Federal Mill and the Ada trees along there. But I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, dropping down to camp near the river. So there's a little bit of the old railway line left on this one. And a little bit of rusting machinery. I'm getting close to this Ada number 2 mill camp, I think, judging by that. So this is the new Ada Mill site. There's a couple of platforms, there's some food boxes, some fire rings, benches. There's a blade, an old sawmill blade over there. Biggest picnic table I've ever seen. So there's another platform over here if you want to camp on a platform, if that's your thing. There's a few other sites scattered through the trees here. Water's from the Ada River. There's a boiler in the trees here somewhere. I'll turn the camera off and go for a bit of a walk and see if I can find it. Okay, here's, I'm not sure if it's a boiler actually. It could be a foundation of a wheel or something, I think. It's nature's slowly reclaiming it. Oh no, well that's a boiler up there. Anyway, it is what it is, I'm not sure. So I've dropped down to I think it's the Ada River. It's only less than 5 minutes from Ada number 2 camp. I've got to cross it again in the morning, so I'll top up again then if I need anything. I've got a couple of litres, it's probably plenty. There's no shortage of water tomorrow. I follow a river down into Powtown. Maybe Latrobe River, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll check tomorrow. All right, I'll get back and I'll sign off. I think I've got to get in the tent because the mozzies are ferocious down there. Okay, I'm set up at Ada number 2. That was according to All Trails, that was a day I walked a bit over 18 k's and a bit over 950 metres climbing. All Trails, obviously, I'm not online, so I can't run it through software. I reckon that climbing figure might come down a bit, but check the slide out at the end. There is a bit of climbing though, probably about 700 metres up to Starling Gap picnic area. All right, tonight I'm going to be in the tent soon. It's about 7 o'clock. I'm still trying to get over some man flu, so I want an early night anyway. So I'm going to get in the tent to avoid the mozzies, of which there are a few. And tomorrow I'll be over to Powtown for day 2 of the walk into history. All right, take it easy. See you in the morning.